really believes that these hospitals must be protected, maybe he should stop giving money to the government that's attacking these hospitals. I mean, that would definitely help.
Israel's determination to destroy Hamas for the October 7th terror attack is coming at a high cost and causing unease at the White House, with Gaza's main hospital without power and no longer able to function. President Biden expressing the hope and expectation that there will be less intrusive action relative to the hospital. The hospital, he said, must be protected. Images like these of newborn babies in distress have become icons of the widespread suffering in Hamas-controlled Gaza, where an estimated 1.6 million people have been displaced since the war began. Israel tonight showing what it says is evidence of Hamas activities below hospitals. Proof, it says, that Hamas is using civilians as human shields. Keir Simmons is in the war.
It seems like the Israeli government says that Hamas is using Palestinians as human shields, and then all the human shields to get to the bad guy, thinking that they're protecting these hostages by killing them. Like, that's not how it works. You don't become the good guy by killing the hostages.
Zone for us tonight with the latest.
Tonight, after days of fighting around hospitals in northern Gaza and critical medical resources in short supply, bodies piled outside and deepening desperation inside. Here, a Palestinian doctor treating a patient with a cell phone light. President Biden calling for less intrusive action near hospitals.
We're in contact and we're with the Israelis. The hospital must be protected.
Israel says Hamas is using hospitals for cover. They say this is a Hamas fighter with a rocket-propelled grenade at Al-Quds hospital, a claim denied by doctors there. But this evening, the Israeli Defense Force releasing a roughly edited video they say shows a tunnel near Antisi Hospital.
I want to show you a room where we found all the gear, the operational gear of Hamas.
Including, he says, grenades, bombs and RPGs in the hospital's basement. Then Israel's military spokesman points to a chair and rope.
This is a suspicion for an area where hostages were being held.
NBC News.
Okay, so how does this justify killing innocent Palestinians inside the hospital with airstrikes just because there are terrorists underneath the hospital using the civilians as a human shield? Again, you don't kill the innocents in order to get to the bad guy.
Cannot independently verify the allegations. Hundreds of thousands of Palestinians have fled south, but say they're still not safe. Look at the bodies, this dad cries. Women and more children killed. The European Union, like President Biden, imploring Israel to show maximum restraint while condemning Hamas for, it says, using hospitals and civilians as human shields. And at Al-Shifa hospital, now surrounded by fighting, dozens of premature Palestinian babies are fighting for life, with no power for incubators.
We lost the oxygen in the last night and we are afraid not to have more oxygen.
While somewhere in Gaza are children kidnapped from Israel, including 3-year-old American Israeli Abigail Moridan. Both her parents were killed by Hamas. The entire Trufanov family were targeted. Dad, one of the 1,200 Israelis murdered in the Hamas terror attack. Grandmother, mother, son and girlfriend taken. Mother Yelena in a hospital.
It is definitely horrible what Hamas has done. They claim to be fighting against Israeli occupation, but you're not fighting the occupation when you're killing innocent people who have done nothing to you.
Hostage video, there on the right, with no family left, friends speaking for them tonight.
So we're here because they will not be forgotten. We want them to know that we're here and we're waiting for them, and we're their family for now until they come back.
Here, if I can circle back to the hospital situation, can those patients we saw be evacuated?
Well, Esther, Israel says it wants that, but tonight the Palestinian Red Crescent says an evacuation convoy for one hospital had to turn back because of shelling and gunfire.